All right, we live.
What up, party people? What's going on, player? K Davis, the hitman in the building. Lot to talk about today, man. Yeah, go somewhere comfortable.
Oh, shit.
This is
Yeah.
a collection of stories.
Landover Legend Studios presents.
I've been through a lot.
The I Can't Make This Up podcast.
Yeah.
My Big T.
All right.
hmm
So, K Davis,
What's going on, man?
you are artist extraordinaire. New York born and raised, from South
hmm
Bronx, right?
That's right. South Boogie Brown, stand up. Let's go.
Okay, okay,
Let's go.
okay. What year you come out of school?
Oh man, whew. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to you. At least probably like 95, 94, 94, 95, around that.
Okay, okay. A few years before myself, man. Well, I just want to say I appreciate you for joining me today on the I Can't Make This Up podcast on this live edition. You did.
Yeah, I thank you for this, man. Too. This came out the blue, and I'm like, let's do it. You
For
know?
sure, for sure, for sure. All right, so why don't you introduce yourself to the audience and you know what I'm saying, give them a little insight about you and you know what I'm saying, about your artistry.
My name is K Davis, the Hitman, y'all, formerly known as Manson Bates. I've been a recorder artist for over 25, 26 years. You know, I've been signed to multiple labels. I'm known for writing with my uncle Dougie Fresh. I wrote a couple of hits with him, the Play album. And I'm an independent, established artist who's grinding hard slash actor. I got 3 movies under my belt. Independent movies, ain't no big major joints. I'm not gonna sit here in front. There's some independent joints that's nice, well done. And I'm here for I'm a people's person, man. I'm here for the people, and I'm here to set things straight with the world. You know, get everybody back in order where they belong to be. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you was a family influence when it came to making music.
Oh yeah, very heavily influenced. You know, Doug was the money maker. He was the man since the '80s. You know how Doug Fresh was. Then my grandmother, you know, she did a little bit of playing herself, and my pops was, you know, joking around with it. It's like the whole family had did something that made sense in the industry of music. If it was tap dancing or piano playing, it was something. Even if he was humming through the house, he was doing something that was musical. You know.
Okay, so you actually you a part of a long lineage of entertainers when it comes to some type of, you know, musical or you know, instrument genre.
Yeah, very much. It's in my soul. You know, I wake up thinking about this every day. Like, no matter, it's like this, my brother. Like, I tell people, you can't put age on music. If you put age on music, we won't have music anymore. You know, music comes from within. It comes from the soul. As long as you can create it and make it, all thing people got to do is enjoy it. No matter who makes it, how old they are, how young they are, just enjoy what comes from the heart. You know, and that's what I'm here to bring back: the enjoyment of music, the creativity part that we missing.
Yeah, I watched a couple of your videos, man. It looked like you be
Oh,
having hella fun.
yeah, dancing around like James Brown, dancing like James. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, that's what's up. So, what was like one of the first things you did talent wise when it came to music? Was it or was it acting first?
It was music first. Damn. Me and my man formed a group called Dope and Deaf, and we had the mic hanging from the ceiling. We was sneaking rhyming. We just, you know, had his uncle gave us the cassette radio with one cassette here, one cassette there, with
Hmm.
record on the beat, and we was doing that. And then a little bit of talent shows. The acting came when I had to lie to my grandmother while my eyes were red. So you know, I'm lying, and you know, so that I didn't want to get beat with that iron straightening comb. So I caught acting from that, just being somebody else, and it was fun, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, how
mhm.
wild was it coming up in New York around that time?
It was wild. We had the Bronx with the Spanish people, and Brooklyn with the Haitians and the Jamaicans, and Queens with the Jamaicans, and Staten Island was over there, so they was angry because they was in the middle of the water by themselves. They was mad, and you had the Italians and Mid. It was more so organized gangs. It wasn't like Cali where they just bang you out. These was like suited guys. You don't even know they coming for you. They coming in there with suits on, and it was more of the mob back in the days. And then as it went on, it went to like the Zulu Nation and the Peacemakers, and the Hellraisers. And I'm telling my age, the Hellraisers, and old school gangs. The Warriors, the movie Warriors. That's how the Bronx was, just like that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a crazy one, man. And they was just trying to get home, and they had to go through all that shit just to make it back to their side of town. You feel me?
How you missing trains and you're ducking and hiding? It was crazy. They should bring that movie back on, and that's a good remake. The Warriors.
If you want to remake a classic like that, you got to do it the right way. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? You can't just put paper to pen. You got to actually put some thought behind it. It's been a lot of remakes, in my opinion, that was okay, but I guess due to like nostalgia in my mind, it'll never live up. You know what I'm saying? But if you redid it and it came out perfect, like for instance, the 18. I ain't saying it came out perfect, but it was pretty close.
It was close, pretty close. They did a good job on that. You know what? You know what else too? Not to be off of the action movies, but they got the cartoon movies kind of right too. That Tom and Jerry thing was kind of good there. That Tom and Jerry was kind of good. And the Smurf. That's what I'm talking about. When the movie could be directly how we know of it. That's what I'm like.
Man, you got me thinking about all these new Pixar movies that came out. The new generation, they got some funny movies with adult humor. Like, even Toy Story, it was funny back when it first came out. That was like the first CGI movie, if I'm not mistaken. But it always had that adult humor in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They had the little love story going with the cowboy and the girl. Yeah, it definitely was. But you know something that I want to bring up too? It is important. People are complaining about the music and the way the industry is in taking the music. We got the not to bring it up that fast, but it's on my mind, the LGBT community and how they give it and take. And I feel like I don't want nobody to bash me behind this, but I don't see nothing wrong with them, with their community, or nothing wrong with them doing what they're doing, or how they live and how they live it.
Yeah.
I just want to say that on record, because I feel bad for them, man. If you want to be that way, just be that way. Why do people gotta have an opinion about what they want to be, who they want to be with? They're human, they breathing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that when people are so traditional and they only see life one way, they don't understand anything outside of it. And it makes them ignorant, but it doesn't really put blame on, their justification behind their thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because like I always have conversations with people when they misinterpret someone's ways of life. And I'm just like, okay, you're saying this because that's what you were told, but do you actually know this about this particular person? Or like, let's say religion, for instance, not to get too deep on that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, people have a problem with anybody outside of their faith, like especially Christians, right? So, it's like you can sit there and say what you want about the next person, but how are you judging somebody who has faith just like you? You know what I'm saying? So do your research and get an understanding before you just assume on what you see on TV. How the saying goes, believe none of what you see and half of what you hear.
And that's a good strong point, because you got Baptists, you got Christianity, you got Muslim, and you got people that just believe in other stuff. You got the other stuff people, the atheists. You know what I'm saying? Like they believe in, if I burn this, it's gonna do something for me. Or if I believe in this wallpaper. You got people that believe in stupid things. Not saying they stupid, but they go get certain things to make the thing that think is gonna help them create better or make their career go faster than where they were normally supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that some Baptists and some pastors ain't right. And I'm not trying to get on the community of the church people, but some of them ain't right. Some of them are so grimy and infectious. Why would I believe you? Why would I praise something that you're telling me when you're just reading out of a book? We don't know who wrote that book. Do you? I mean, seriously, we don't know who wrote that book. We just going by what it says. Show me the real book. I mean, show me the scroll. Let me read the scroll. You know what I'm saying? Because that book has been wrote over so many times. It's like you done turned it into a daytime storybook now. It's like, and I believe in the Lord. This is nothing against God because God woke us both up this morning. But people that got their hands on it turned it around and made it into something that was more like, it's like a drama now. You know, if you can make a movie out of that book, then it's not, I don't want to pray to that. You get what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. I believe in the Bible. The Bible's in my pocket, the real Bible. But when you look at the King James, this one, that one, this one, that one, and they make it long movies about it, are we supposed to pray to that movie too? Have you ever thought about that one?
Yeah, I don't really know people who pray to movies, but
right.
people pray to, I'm gonna say pray to stories. People can uphold a story or something that was mentioned in it to like a high regard. And when people of like a you know, of a strong faith hear that, they look at that as blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if something gives you inspiration or hope or some type of resonance within you and it's not harming the next person, why would you shut somebody down for using that as you know what I'm saying, a source of information or inspiration? Like, it doesn't make sense.
You made a valuable point right now. And I kind of set that question up because I wanted to see what you was going to say, because the way I was thinking was the way this world is running right now with the COVID, the made up COVID, we know that that's made up now. Come on. I was in the military for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Not really in it, but I was, you know, practicing it, and I didn't see some things when I was around that situation that remind me of this. They create things to control the massive amount of people. You know, you don't got a mask on, you don't got your COVID card, you can't come in. So it's like they know who's who now. Now they can separate us. And that's the big thing that's going on with everything. The film industry, you got to be a certain look. You know, the hip hop game, you got to be a certain amount of feminine. The feminine part got to be more now. And you got to have a purse. You got to be a rough dude. Like, we mean, you look tough. You like, you throw hands and you knock somebody down. But then they want to put a purse on your shoulder. Hey, put this purse on and put these shoe boots on and go out there and rap. Now you less than a man because you holding a purse like a woman and you're walking with your hand to the side, and then you're gonna make millions. So you're coming like we are.
Man, I had this discussion a while back with a few good people I know. And it tripped me out when Wayne started rocking that rock star look, when he had like them tight ass leopard pants on and shit, right? And people started dressing just like him, right? But then when you see him in like a hood to hood DVD or in an interview, he in some regular clothes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people don't have their own mind, like especially very influential teens or, you know, kids in their early 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just focus on what they see. They don't think about, you know, what this person's actually thinking, because he went on that stage like, this is gonna get me $20 million. I don't care what you say.
That's right. I don't care what you say.
Instead of having your own mind and, you know what I'm saying, actually having your own identity, you know, more like it, right? They just copy what they see, and I guess they don't have the right upbringing or whatever to, you know, give them the insight to be your own individual. You know what I'm saying? Stop being the sheep in the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And you made a point that I'm gonna touch on as well. Identity is a big, big, big loss in this era of what's going on. Nobody don't know who they are. They run around here looking crazy. Nobody combing their hair. Nobody looking decent. Um, they wearing women's clothes now. They wearing women's clothes like faithfully wearing it. Jeans so tight. I'm like, damn, you painted them on, and it's like to see a man look like a dress like a woman, and to see that the industry that I love, the culture I grew up on, the b-boys, remember the b-boys and
Mm-hmm.
breakdancing, that was hip hop. Where did it go? And I felt like when we're not gonna call no names, we're gonna be respectful. When that person, the man, you know what I'm talking about, the man, when they got their hands on the culture, they transformed it to what they wanted to do, like they did the light bulb, the toilet seat, what was invented by blacks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Blacks invented the light bulb, the toilet seat, the can opener was invented by blacks. You know, the cup, blacks, flour was made by blacks. They just took it over and put their name on it and just added some more stuff to it and made it theirs. And that's what's going on with this hip hop thing that we got going on. It became everybody could do it now, so it's not special no more. Back in our days, we had Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Bismarck W. We had a handful of artists, and they came either from New York or California. So when you saw them, you was happy, like, oh, there they go. Oh, you going to the record store to buy the vinyl. You know what I'm saying? You outside waiting to get the vinyl signed, and you was excited. Now it's like Grandma Joe got a record out. Homeboy off the block made a corny record. He got a million views on YouTube. Everybody's a star. And like, you can't hold too many stars in the sky. It's not special. Then they turn it into a corporation of business where it's like slavery. They was picking cotton. We had a handful of people that picked cotton. So when you saw a slave, yeah, I want that slave. Everybody became a slave. So now everybody is a slave to the rhythm, you know, which is, I could just put this on YouTube and I could be a star tomorrow. And it's like, I don't even know who's who right now. I don't even know what rapper's who. Everybody's little. You know what I'm saying? They got 5 babies out, 5 of them. Like, you know, everybody got the same dread. They rap the same slow beat, the same dance. Everything is just the same. And it's like, if we don't stop or just evolve to another level, this culture that we know is going to be just like everything else. It's going to go into the hands of them and become what they made. And then now they determine who is going to be the celebrity. That's why they got Lil Nas X as a celebrity. And he got a video where he's in prison, butt naked in the shower, dancing, swinging, dingling. You know what I mean? And you making the people in prison like, yo, we doing a hard time here. You making a mockery of this. And you getting rich. You got pink jumpsuits in the video, and I'm not knocking them. Do what you gotta do, brother. I'm happy for your success. I'm glad you got your family out the ghetto, but don't make a mockery of something when people doing hard time. You know what I mean? Time. They sitting like, damn, we in here getting cut. I'm scared. I can't even go to sleep tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna get cut in my face or go in the yard and get dead. But you in there swinging. You see the video?
Nah, I ain't see it. I heard about it though.
You need to watch that video slowly. And when you watch that video, you're gonna say, Kareem won't lie. You're gonna think about, like, if you got anybody that's in prison or that did some jail time, or if you got locked up for something, you're gonna be like, damn, I was in there going through it. And you're making it seem like it's not. You going in and have a booty fest, a men's booty fest. The dude came out. He came out that way. So he came out with the older guy. When I saw him in the car with the older guy, I said, okay, I know what that's about. Let me shut up before they just dead my career. I know what that's about. You see
What?
me, huh?
Yeah, me personally, I don't give like all that clickbait too much attention. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
that's all it is. A lot of that stuff is an attention grab. Like I understand the detriment that people who, you know, serving time actually in prison and not just sitting in jail. I know,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, because I have folks who did their time, and I mean lost 20 years of their life. You know what I'm saying? And it's not you know what I'm saying, it's not like you see on TV on these videos and stuff like that.
No.
But it's a catch 22 when it comes to, you know, when it comes to people out here trying to use social media as a form of monetization, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if this is an option for them to take care of their family or whatever, me personally, I'm like, who am I to stop you from getting your money?
You're
But
right. You're right.
it's my choice whether I'm going to, respond like everyone else, or have somebody that I care for retain all the visuals that they putting out there. So you know, we as men should take accountability for the people that we raising or the people we have around us, and explain to
Mm-hmm.
them, hey, you know what I'm saying? Don't just assume what you see on TV is the gospel. Don't just assume that this is your only option, and don't just assume that this is just because you admire this person doesn't mean you got to follow in their footsteps. Be
Mm-hmm.
informed, make your own decision, and get an understanding. They say never meet your idols, because if they turn out to be assholes, it'll ruin that image of them forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at it like that, at least in my opinion.
I mean, you're correct. You're definitely. I mean, I can't debate that. I can add on to it. But I love what you just said because it was definitely hit strong, hit hard. You know, but my only concern I had with it was we got young men growing up from the womb, 5, 6, 7 year old young men that look at these videos and take from it. They sponges. So if they see this little dude, and once again, I'm not knocking him. He can do
Hmm.
what he want. He can be the gayest he want. I respect you, brother. Do your thing, make your money. I'm not knocking him. But it's principle of you showing the young men that's trying to grow up to be young black men. Okay, it's cool to be this this woman, and I think that by them televising it, you pushed the envelope too far with it. That's all I'm saying. You pushed it too far with it. You got them out there when you went butt naked in the shower with a bunch of dudes swinging around in the shower with each other, and you got men kissing men on live award shows. This little young boy is kissing a grown man in the mouth, and he liked it. He kissing it like I kiss my lady. He liked it like that on an award show, live TV. When have you ever seen that done with blacks on live TV? You've seen them white folks do it, but now they got us doing it. So now the younger generation is gonna be like, yo, I think it's cool for me to kiss my cousin in the mouth because he saw his favorite artist do it. So your favorite artist is doing it. All the young guys gonna grow up like that artist. I mean, I don't know. I know you got kids. You got kids.
Nah, no kids.
Okay, so now you're gonna think. Now you're gonna think inside the box. Now, not outside. Think inside. Think if you had two or three sons, and look up to you, the man. That's your sons, and they watching this young boy that's 17, 18, superstar, but he's gay, kissing everything and running around here. Would you want your sons to become that? Or would you want your sons to say, okay, that's just entertainment, right?
I
And
mean, me personally, me having kids, they're gonna walk in my footsteps, but at the same time, they also gonna be individuals. So
right.
me raising my kids, they're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna just be raised by TV. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If
Right.
anything, they'll be able to spot the difference between someone who's actually living a certain lifestyle, and someone
Mm-hmm.
who's doing it for the money. You know what I'm saying?
Smart man. You're a smart man. You'll see if I could make 20 clones of you,
Hmm.
we'll get somewhere in the world. What you said was right because some of these parents they put their kids in front of the TV. They're not home. They young parents. They go out. They run the streets, and their kids are. I seen a little young girl that was 6 years old and in the stores. She was singing Megan Thee Stallion record, and she was doing everything Megan did in the video. 6 years old, twerking, doing it down the ground, everything. Probably had a pamper on still. I said, God damn, that's crazy. So what I'm saying is like the TV is television, is making the vision of the world turn into what they want. So what I'm here to do is, as a recording artist, I'm here to bring back the fun in the game, the fun. Bring back going to the party and just dancing around with the chicken and going home. You ain't got to sleep with her. Bring back that real hip hop culture, but still don't go too far away from what they doing now. I'm gonna keep it like probably 2 inches close. You know, somebody got to make a difference because I listen to rap right now. I'm not learning nothing. Only thing I know how to do is go get me a box of Percocets, go drink some cough syrup, and go out there and just gangbang. All I know how to do.
Okay, so who are some of the artists that influence you, and also who are some of the artists that you like nowadays outside of the ones you just described? Like, who are some of the lyricists, I should say, that
Mm.
you know think are good?
Well, my first lyricist was Special Ed because he was smooth. I like Karis One because he taught me things I didn't know. Tupac is my all-time great pop. You know, Redman because his delivery and Method Man.
Hmm.
Two more. My Uncle Dougie Fresh because he was an entertainer. He reminded me of a rapping James Brown, he was dancing around and all that crazy shit. And Slick Rick for his storytelling. His story was so vivid, like I close my eyes and see it. This generation, I like Lil Boosie. If he's still in
Okay.
this, I don't know if he did. I like Lil Boosie. Um, I like NBA YoungBoy. I love A Boogie with the hoodie. That dude is, yeah, him. Montana 3000, one of my favorites. Uh, Damn, I mean, it's a lot, man. You know, Kendrick Lamar is his all-time favorite. Drake, because
Okay.
Drake make you mellow, and you could just vibe to him. Meek Mills, I like Meek, and Kodak Black. I'm sorry to say, because Kodak Black is like a flavor of this generation. He's like a flavor. He's like a flavor, man. He's funny. He's hard and funny at the same time. And he's entertaining. I could just sit there and watch him. I could just look at him walk through the mall. Like, look at this dude. So what are you gonna do next? Kick that garbage can over something? You know, it's like it's entertaining, and I respect his craft because went to jail, came home, and still got right back into it. And I like all the little young artists, man. I think they're good. I think they just need more direction. And like the baby, I wish I could talk to him and say, listen, brother, you got the world in your hands. There's no reason for you to go any more further than you need to go as of your opinion. Because they don't really care about what you say. Because he said, I ain't gonna front, the baby wasn't wrong for saying what he said. That's his opinion. It's freedom of speech. So big up to the baby. You wasn't wrong. But to them, you was wrong. And that's what I was trying to explain earlier. Like the things we do, if it ain't fitting what they want it to be, then we're gonna get crucified the bad way. Oh, he said he hate gay people. He never said that. But they made it seem like he did. He just felt like you pushing it too much. You got this dude out there too much, doing too much. And now, in order for you to be a rap star, it's like who's the gayest? And there's nothing wrong with that. If you gay, you gay. You know what I mean? I got cousins and family members that's like that, and I hang out with them all the time. They fun to be with, as a matter of fact. They mad fun to be with. If you look at it, they fun.
Hmm.
But the industry is gonna stop accepting these straight men, and you gotta have some kind of femininity in you. So this era, I like the artists I mentioned. The other era, the artists I mentioned is who I like. There's a couple of more. Camp Low. Rapping is
Okay.
fundamental. My nigga Jazzo. I go
Okay.
back with more. I go back like rapping the heart and Soul Sonic 4. I go to Disco 4 plus one more. Big up to Cold Crush Brothers, Easy AD, Grandmaster Cass. Cowboy, rest in peace to Cowboy. I go back. I just don't want to. I don't know how far you want me to go back. Disco Twins. You know what I mean?
Anybody born after '99 probably wouldn't pick up on none of them names. But me myself,
But
you know what I'm saying? I'm already hip.
That's right. Come on,
I used to
man.
listen to Curtis Blow. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was a kid. So
Where
I'm
you from?
all from the DMV.
Oh, you from the DMV? I love it. That's right. Go Town. That's right.
Yeah,
Chucky Brown. That's right. I
for
love
sure.
the DMV. Yeah, I love the DMV. That's now the DMV is where the majority of our culture is. DMV is like that area. DMV plus add Baltimore and Delaware. It's like that's where the migrate. People go to migrate. People from New York. New Yorkers always move to DC, Virginia, Maryland. It
Yeah.
feels like home.
Hmm.
South. Different story. Hey boy, hey boy. You know, what you doing? You're fixing to get a whooping? That's the style. Mhm.
Yeah, it's definitely different once you cross that Mason-Dixon line. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah. They like, we got that cotton field over there for your boy. Yeah, go. Mhm.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So I know you noticed, like I noticed, the change when it comes to, I don't want to say the quality of music, but the type of music over the past 10 years and everything like that. Like, so what is your goal outside of, what I'm saying, bringing that quality? Like, are you trying to create a new sound, or you just trying to um, make your sound louder so enough people can hear it and be an influencer when it comes to being in the game?
Well, I'm trying to create a new sound and also bring a new feel into the game. You know, we need to hear something new. Like, we need to hear something that's not like this, something that's more a little faster. You know, speed it up a little bit. Everything's too slow right now. I
Mhm.
want to take it back to when you go to a club, you actually partying, dancing, and sweating. You know, I want to bring that good feeling back. And the quality sound of music is, to me, of this era, is real lazy. It's real lazy. I don't really see much originality. I just see they putting the bass line with a bass drum and a hi hat and a kick, and they call it a record. And I want to bring back. I want to make them work. I want you to work. I'm gonna make your ass work.
Hmm.
Like, I'm trying to bring. I want to make records like when he made Georgia, Georgia. That was a record. You know what I'm saying? Ray Charles made records. James Brown made records with the horns, the saxophone. Dun, 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 dun. That was records. We sampled those records. So I want to bring that feel of. I'm gonna go to an old school joint, the Lakeside Brothers or the stylistics, and sample that and then add to that to bring back the history that we, because the history that hip hop came from was Pig Meat Martin was the first guy to rap. Pig Meat Martin. Here come the judge. Here come the judge. That was the first rapper, and you know what I'm saying, the rapper gospel group. So I want to bring that back, but I want to bring it back to where the youth understands this is where you got your shit from, and I want you to accept it. So the way you got to do that is to just change the whole sound barrier. I got a go-go record too. I
Oh
got a
yeah.
dope, yeah. When you hear this joint, you're gonna be like, oh, ring bugging, yeah, because they forgot that go-go is a major part of hip hop. Come on, man, that was swinging. We
Oh.
missing that. We
Who'd you
missing that.
who'd you collab with on that project?
On the Go-Go project,
Yeah.
DJ Bronson. I'm trying to get DJ Cool on there. I want to get the Garage Band on there because the Garage Band is dope. I want to get Chucky Brown's daughter on there because she's dope. Big up, rest in peace, Chucky Brown. That's one of my idols.
For sure, for sure.
And I want to just run through the Go-Go's, get a bunch of Go-Go bands, like at least 6 to 7, 8, 9 Go-Go bands, and I want them all to play at one time, and that's gonna be the track.
Hmm.
EU, I'm gonna find EU and get him, because I know EU, he's mad cool. But picture this: picture if you had 7 to 8 Go-Go bands lined up. Each band got their own set, but they all playing together. That's me, man. That's me. The world ain't ready for that. That's what I'm saying. The world ain't ready for that type of stuff. But we need it. We need it right now. We don't
Man,
even have, we don't even have singers no more.
it's there's a bunch of there's a bunch of entertainers. The way I look at it when it comes to like rap, right? There's entertainers,
Mhm,
there's rappers,
mhm,
and then there's lyricists.
mhm,
And that ratio is way off. Like when I tell you it's like 75% entertainers,
mhm,
you know what I'm saying? 15% rappers,
mhm.
and then there's that 10% that's lyricists. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's 2% lyricists. I don't see no lyricists out there. None. I mean, I might only person I see as a lyricist is Kendrick.
You said
Kendrick.
Kendrick?
Yeah, Kendrick and Wale. Wale is a lyricist because Wale be still spitting. I mean, I think
Not
Rick.
J.
I
Cole?
think yeah. Oh, I forgot about my boy. I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah, Cole is definitely. Cole is underrated, man. He's too much of a lyricist. That's the point. Like he's one of the dudes that belong in Lyrics Lounge and Den, Magic City. Remember Magic City in DC? He
Yeah.
belonged in Magic. You know what I'm saying? He belonged in Magic City, and but the stage was like this small. He was tall. He had to lean down. I know. Come on, man. Yeah. I think it's like 2% lyricist, man. Because I mean,
I
everybody out
mean,
there. Yeah.
because when I think of lyricists, right, I think about Andre 3000. I think
Yeah.
about Don Tripp. I think about
Yeah.
Jadakiss. I think
Mm-hmm.
about Fabulous. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like the people who sits in a majority of true hip hop fans top 10. You know what I'm saying? And then there's the other, what I'm saying, the younger generation where they strictly make drill, same tempo, what everybody calls mumble rap music. You know what I'm saying? Now
Mm-hmm.
there's some good entertainers out there. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They make those catchy bops, but they
Mm-hmm.
not MCs. You know what I'm
At all.
saying? It's red. You
Nope.
can recite like a dumb statement about hitting a girl from the back, but are you going to repeat every single lyric in this person's rhyme? I'm talking about singing word for word to the point where he can stop rhyming when he on stage and put the mic in the crowd.
No, you're not.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
Yeah. 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 Like a Jay-Z and a Biggie. Biggie was a crazy lyricist. And then I feel like this era just need to step it up. They being lazy. A lot of these dudes they drink syrup, they get high, and they go in and they freestyle their records. And the record labels is just so not in tune with the culture. They're like, okay, this is a hit. You know what I mean? The record label is just so not in tune. So they go in there and they're like, where's it gonna be? Jesus gonna be a They're like, oh, that's a hit, buddy. We got, see what I'm saying? That's a hit to them. And that's like, come on, man, that's lazy as hell. Like, damn, man, I didn't get nothing from that, but just the beat. I want to hear you say a metaphor and a punchline. I love punchline and metaphor raps, like Method Man and Wu Tang and Jay Z and like Jazz-O was dope too. Jazz-O was dope. Camp Low. I miss them dudes, man. It's like Fat Joe and Terror Squad and 50. It's like once the younger generation came out with the mumble thing and just saying nothing in their rhymes, I don't know why the OGs just sat down. It's like, or the labels just pushed the OGs out the way and said, we can control these guys because they're young and no disrespect, but they're young and they're ignorant. And their attention span is this short. You say, turn knock like the door. Okay, knock the door. So I told them, like, you knock the door. Oh, we'll do what? It's like they don't it's like they listen to a record. If the record ain't catchy in the first two bars, they're gonna turn to the next record. If they don't understand what you're saying, they're gonna turn to the next record. It gotta be so simple and so plain and so plain and so just ABC-ish and cat in the house rap to make them stay there and listen to. Tom and Jerry rap. You put on a Jay-Z record for these young dudes, they're gonna say, what that mean? So that's where hip hop became. That's where hip hop is heading. You ever seen that movie Idiocity?
Yeah.
That's hip hop. When they try to water the grass with the Gatorade, that's hip hop. Hip hop is that movie. Idiocity turned into that.
You got to remember, this is over the last 25 years. This is the generations of babies who's been raising babies. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They leave their kids, with they like little sisters, little brothers to watch them while they go out and party and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then those kids end up becoming parents even younger than that. Like, when you a grandmother and you like in your 30s or like early 30s or late 30s, early 40s, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. You can't change the past. The only thing you can do is, make strides to do better in the future. But
That's
you
true.
mentioned lines earlier, man. You told me that you was in some films, some independent films.
Yeah. I was in a film called Day and Night Part One and Day and Night Part Two. It was about two friends who, they was, hustling together, and one friend got greedy and the other friend got mad, so he started working with the police to knock his friend to get his friend out of there so he could have the spot. And then, at the end of the movie, somebody got shot. They left him for dead, but he didn't die. So the part two came, and it was, we reenacted the part one. I was in a
Mm-hmm.
movie called The Boss. It's about an undercover cop that went to the hood as a regular drug dealing guy, and he just got to the hood and started loving it, and just forgot that he was a cop. He started going against the police, you know. And I was in a one more movie. It was a horror movie called The Door. I was in it a little bit about a demon that came from the ground, and B-roll movie. So my acting thing is crazy. I'm actually gonna be in. I'm in the new Blade movie. It's a new Blade movie coming out.
Yeah.
Blade. I'm in that movie. I'm in the beginning of that movie.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna check you out.
I'm in there, and I'm also in the movie. It's called New Jack City. Remember that movie? They got part two coming out.
Oh, for real?
We filming that in New York, DC, and
Uh-huh.
Atlanta, and LA. Yeah, I just got a roll in there. Nino Brown. Nino Brown had a love child. Remember when Nino Brown was fucking G Money chick?
Yeah.
She got pregnant, but they never mentioned that. So they wrote that in there, like, some similar to that or whatever. I don't know the full story, but it's similar to that. So it's gonna be like the new Jack City, the new coming.
Okay. So, what was some of the things you liked about being on the film set opposed to being in the studio?
Woo! The film set, you could just be yourself, and it's like you're hanging out. Me and you hanging out, and we just you know become somebody else. You get
Okay.
a chance to just escape and explore different channels of being a character. Like they might want me to be a nerd, and I gotta act like a nerd, and you go, just acting, you're running. It's like you exercising while you're working. You're running, you're jumping, you fall on the ground. You know, you get to meet people, and the studio is like you gotta say the right words to rhyme, and you gotta write the song, and it's like, oh God, it takes forever to write the song. You gotta spit it, learn it. But in acting, it's like that's it. Once you finish that, once you do that take, it's over. You can't read. That's it. No. You got to go back to it, and you get to travel and see different places, and it's just me being other people outside of who I am. That's the fun part, the challenge of being that character. But see, one thing about it, you can't get stuck in that character because I could be. They like, yo, act like you gonna be the gangster. So I'm like, yo, nigga, what the fuck, nigga, what's up, nigga? So then when the movie's over, I'm in the street like that, but I'm never like that. I know some actors that tragically was like that and took it too far. And that
Mm-hmm.
could land you in jail, get you shot and beat up or something. But when you become a character, it's hard to tap out of it when you like it. So that is fun. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I know a lot of people talk about being able to get outside of your own head and
Mhm.
leave the worries of your life behind and become this person that you read for. So, what was something you learned that you didn't know about being on the film set, or becoming an actor?
I learned that you gotta have deep focus, and you gotta you gotta go inside of you and get that person that's in you out. Because you really got two people in you. They always say your soul coming double. And when you want to set, you really have to become family with these people. It's 9, 10 months on the movie set. You gotta become their family. And then you strategically have to do your part exactly how it's in your head. So in my head, I'm loud, I'm screaming, and I'm obnoxious. That's how I gotta be all day till the movie's over. I gotta become that person all day.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that if you don't tap out of it, that's how you're gonna be for the rest of your life. Because somebody, if you look at, that's for one instance, what actor? There was an actor in, I think, the Fast and Furious. They said he was a nice, cool guy. I think it was Van Diesel. Nice, cool guy. And he turned into that kind of Van Diesel guy that we love in Fast and Furious. And after him doing all of them series, he's like that now. He can't get out of that character. He's stuck. You see, so you can get stuck. Like even though everybody kept saying my homie Pac was stuck in Bishop character. Remember you heard that before?
Yeah.
Pac was stuck as Bishop. But I knew Pac. He was like that. He was like that, but he was like a military black leader, president type of person.
Yeah.
He was. I knew Pac back in 89 when he used to be in Harlem. I used to run around and see him and shit, talk. He was always the person that was on the podium like, we gotta go do this and we gotta fight. We gotta do this. That's what he was like. But as the character came, it made him seem, when they saw him on the film, made him seem like he was a gangster. And then when he was in the streets and when he really was acting like a gangster, they felt like, oh, he's still like Bishop. No, he was like that all that time. You know, so I'm trying to clarify for my boy. I love Pop. And I got like that one time. I was in a movie, Day and Night. I'm gonna send it to you. And as I was acting like that character, I caught myself in the streets acting like that character. So, the fuck's happening? They said, snap your fingers, close your eyes, snap your fingers 3 times, and you wake out of it. I didn't do that. And it's the truth. You know, sometimes you could be like that. And my you know, my lady, she always says, you know, you got multiple people in your body. You got multiple persons. And my mom was a Gemini, so I got the traits. And my father was a Libra, so it's like 5 or 6 people that's in me. She's like, who are you today? Who are you today? And I'm thinking, why the hell do you keep telling me that? But I don't see what she sees. And that's a part of acting. And that's what I learned on the set, how to transform fast into whatever they tell me to be. I do it like that immediately.
Yeah, method acting when it comes to becoming that person and staying in that character for, outside of being on the set. That's what they said Heath Ledger was doing when he became that person to the
Yeah.
extent that he started, living that life every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to know the difference, and I believe, like you said, learn how to snap out of it, because that's dangerous and it could put you in all types of crazy situations that could jeopardize your way of living or just your life period. But me personally, I think that Vin Diesel, he's just like that period.
You think
Like,
so?
he's not a different character in every movie. He's just himself reading these lines, like,
You
in
know,
my
you remember
opinion.
that? You remember Van Diesel used to be a bouncer at the Tunnel nightclub in New York.
Nah, I didn't
He
know
was,
that.
yeah, he was a bouncer at the Tunnel nightclub. I used to go to the Tunnel a whole lot. Van Diesel was a bouncer, and he used to always be like, "I'll be an actor," and I believed him. And I used to go to the Tunnel a lot. And I used to always see him. He used to pat me down. He's short. He's a short guy, like 5'5" or some shit. He's a real short guy. But yeah, so you're right. He was like that. He was.
Yeah, I seen a video of him from like '88,
Ooh.
breakdancing with some group on like Soul Train or something.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Yeah, it was like they was in the red and white tracksuits. He had like a curly fade and everything.
Red and white tracksuit. Get
Yeah.
out of here. Van Diesel.
Yeah, if I find that video, I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh, please do. I just want to look at it. I ain't gonna post the Vin Diesel. I just want to look at it, see how your breakdance skills was, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
When I think about stuff like that, it always reminds me of, like, people who, I ain't gonna say people who've been forgotten, but a lot of one hit wonders, or people who was basically outshined by the next person or written out because they had a difference in opinion when it came to working with certain labels or certain industries. Like Terrence Howard, right?
Yeah.
Terrence Howard had a great career. Like, a lot of people forget, he was in Sunset Park.
Yeah.
He was in what was it wasn't Dead Presidents. He was in a
He was
bunch
a
of movies early
hustle and
in.
flow. Before that, yeah.
So he was roadie in the first Iron Man.
Yep.
and he was making more money than Robert Downey Jr.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't know that. And then when he said, you know what I'm saying, when they went to re-sign for the next one, he was like, yeah, man, you're going to have to pay me a little bit more. They was like, oh, yeah? We'll see about that. Now, look,
Hmm.
Don Cheadle done went behind him and did
Hmm.
7 movies after that, probably
7.
quadrupling what Terrence Howard made on the first one per
Hmm.
movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. That's a good actor too. Chino, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
I want to see him in a lead main role. I think he deserves a lead Denzel role.
He got a couple of movies like that.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah, I think he's in a movie called Erased. He was in Hotel Rwanda.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Yup,
he
you're right. You're right.
he
Rwanda.
led a bunch of TV show as the lead, but I can't think of another one outside of that where he was the lead in the
Brooklyn
movie. Like he was
Finest.
a good co-star.
Hmm.
Like he steals the show like Samuel Jackson does. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Hmm. Yeah, Samuel was dope. He's dope. Yeah. You know who else is you know who else is underjudged? I think one of the guys, comedian Mike Epps. Mike Epps is funny. He's
Yeah.
funny and you know.
Yeah, he from Indiana. A lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people didn't know that he actually did stand up before Next
Mhm.
Friday came out. Cause I,
Yeah.
I was unaware until probably like 2 years after that movie came out. Because
Mhm.
I remember they was doing like I seen like in a magazine or something. I don't know if it was GQ or what, but they had like a little interview and he was like saying, you know, I'm tired of people calling me Daddy. My name Mike Epps. I didn't even know his name was Mike Epps until I seen that article. I was like, oh, okay, so that's the guy. You know what I'm saying? That replaced Chris Tucker.
Mhm. Yeah, that's real because he came out of nowhere. Like Cat Williams too. Cat Williams came out of nowhere, but he been here. Cat been here, but the big break. You know who else too? Duval, Lil Duval, been around. He just
Hmm.
didn't get a big break yet. He been around for a minute. And like Little John, I didn't even know Little John produced all them hits from the 80s. That's some smack.
You said from the 80s.
Yeah, he produced the music to Family Feud. Yeah,
I didn't know
Little
that.
John. I was watching him on the verses and he was like playing. I was, oh, he produced a lot of records from the 80s, like from 85 and up. Little John produced Informer. The joint was Snow Informer. He
Yeah.
produced all. That
Dang.
that man go. That man is a dinosaur. He go back. He a dinosaur in the game. When
Man,
I saw that version,
him,
mm-hmm,
Timberland,
mm-hmm,
Manny Fresh,
mm-hmm,
um, what's my man name? Swiss Beats,
mm-hmm.
Animals, and TPain too. I can't
He
sleep
did.
on T-Pain when it come to producing and making, you know what I'm saying, making a hit. Like, don't get me wrong, Diddy is top tier, but he fucks people over. That's the only
Yeah.
thing I don't like about him.
You forgetting about DJ Premier? You know what I mean? Them dudes like that, and um, I know one of my favorites is Easy Mo B. He did Flavor in the Air. He dope. You know, you got producers like that killed the '90s. Like Battle Cat when he did Ice Cube album and Live Squad. They did Tupac's first album and Ice Cube joint. Them producers was the Flavor Unit. Remember the Flavor Unit?
Yeah.
They was dope. I think it was Mark 45, the 45 Kings. They produced a lot of Latifah stuff and Naughty. I like to have production like that, but I know it ain't gonna work in this era. That's why when I did my video and my song the U was like to me a real party hip hop joint where with the right marketing and promotion behind the record that we're doing now, it'll go national like hip hop parade. Oh, you can hear that joint forever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how my record to you is. It's a party right now. Sit back, you want to say right now, it feel good. It's like, oh, you can play that joint every year and it's at a block party every year, all year round. And that's what I was trying to aim for to help the youth. I want to help the young dudes be able to make records that you can hear timelessly, like The Show and Bridges Over and stuff like that. You know,
Summertime.
Yeah, summertime. I rule the world. Basketball, nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some of these records that's out right now, 10 years from now, we ain't gonna want to hear them records. We ain't gonna worry about those records. You don't hear Panda no more. You don't hear Ooh no more. You don't hear a lot of records that came out 10 years ago no more. Unless you catch them on a holiday show like New Year's Eve, they play everything.
So when someone gets on that beat and they remix it, or like let somebody make a diss track off that beat, you'll hear that more than the original song.
Right. That's right. Because you know why? It's controversy and it's causing confusion. And confusion and controversy does one thing: write checks. That's all it does. When you got controversy and confusion, you got multiple eyes watching. Now the ratings go up. Now the ratings are sky high. So now the networks are getting paid because these two guys are feuding off of this dope track that guy track. You just tapped into something real quick, like the controversy is a big thing in any industry. You got rappers that's coming out selling millions of records, and the second album don't sell number 50,000 copies. Why is that? Because you have to be embarrassed. We gave you that. We gave you that big start. Now you got to take this fall, because when you take this fall, light bulb gonna come out. Light bulb is next, so you got to fall so light bulb can shine. And then when you light bulb shine, we're gonna put you on light bulb remix, and we're gonna give you a comeback. Because anybody that falls, when you make a strong comeback, and like, oh, he came back. Hey. Like when your favorite football team lost, you're like, motherfucker, did it, right? And then when they all of a sudden they win, you're like, yeah, we won that dog. That's how it is. Same way, man. And that's all I'm doing. I had a lot of, like, I love talking to the audience for real. I had a couple of flop albums because some of the team didn't know how to market it. The promotion was whack. They were just happy to put an album out. They were thinking about promotion, the marketing, the strategizing, and finding where the target basis is at, stats, all that, everything. It's like 99.9% business with me, because you got to go through every stage. Algorithm got to be on point. The algorithm is how they find you, But people that don't know that are going to just put the record, put it out and say, oh yeah, we're going to blow tomorrow. No, it's never going to go nowhere if you don't get behind it and do that state-to-state tour, that radio tour first, then go backwards, show tour, then meet and greet, go to these malls and hang out with the people. Yo, let me hang out with you today. Yo, you Kdavis? Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Yo, let's eat some pizza together. How you doing, man? How you doing in school? Man, they love me. Oh, you okay? Was in the mall. Oh, that's my man. You got to make friends in order for you to be a star. Simple as that. When the only way the world gonna love you is that if you show the world you love them and you be amongst them and you be a part of their life, because you see some of these stars kind of autograph, oh, get away from me, get away from me. You're like, damn, you hurt now. Fuck you, nigga. But if you get an autograph, hey, autograph, come get a picture, man. Come over here, little nigga. Come on. You know what I'm saying? They happy. Like, yo, he put me in the head like he went like this to my head. Oh my God, yeah. They going back telling their whole town now. Yo, Kdavis had me in the head like, man, he did like this, man. Yo, he mad cool. Now everybody like, yo, that nigga cool. I fuck with him. He was with J-Mo. Yo, he was, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the youth need to hear this podcast and learn. If they be more friendly with their audience, they'll last longer. Gotta be friendly. Gotta stop disrespecting people, man.
You touched on a sensitive subject when it comes to building up your fan base and getting out there and shaking hands with the people, and what I'm saying, getting it out the mud. I think that it's important that people know those key principles. But like a person for like you, that's in the game right now, and you have to enter. What I'm saying, integrate yourself into this new system. You got to learn how to combine your mentality with the new hustle. And once what I'm saying, you make that fusion, what I'm saying, you can have the best of both worlds, because you already got the background, you got the ethics instilled in you. Now you just got to get a refresher course on everything that's out new and the way they carry it, and then
Mhm.
figure out how to make it work for you. Don't just follow
That's right.
someone else's format. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's always key. And another beautiful thing that I love about podcasts and certain shows when they take somebody who's been in the game for a lot amount of time, like Scarface's recent interview on the Drink Champs, when he was giving background on the Ghetto Boys and everything like that. Like when people like him and T-Pain talk about the real details when it comes to being in the game and give
Mhm.
people, you know what I'm saying, the real about what it takes to be this person or to reach this certain amount of fame and what comes with it. All that stuff is crucial. You know what I'm saying? That's what the kids should be paying attention to instead of just watching this person's music video or this little viral video or somebody doing some dumb stuff like fighting or disrespecting a girl or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that's what's key when it comes to entertaining and making change.
That's true. And that's something that they gotta be taught, and they gotta be taught with a quality teacher. Like I'm not going to try to go out there and be like, you gotta do this. Because the more you tell them you gotta do, they're gonna rebel. It's like a little child. You say, stop touching that light. They're gonna keep touching, touching, touching. So the way I'm doing it is I make records like them so they could be pleased, like, oh yeah, you got. Then I make records like I want to make them, which is not old school, it's not new school, it's just hip hop. I don't categorize, I don't put my records in categories. I just say, yo, this is just music. It ain't old school, new school, it ain't trap drill, it's just music. That way I'm not putting no time stamp on it because you could be able to play it whenever you want to play it, and I think that if the youth just sit back and study the old school, like I'm studying this class of rappers now, I'm studying everything. I'm studying the streaming of the Spotify. I'm studying how the rappers do their Instagrams. And I had an Instagram page that had like 20,000 followers, and my shit was popping. And they got hacked, so I had to start all over again. So maybe God wanted me to get hacked to start over again to see how strong and see how much I know. Everything happened for a reason. I believe that the Lord does things for a reason. Like he put you in my life today for a reason. We was meant to have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because now when people hear this, they're gonna say, well, damn, they was talking like they was on the block. Like we just talking. I'm saying he just got headphones on in the mic and I'm still in the car. Like, yeah, we kicking it. And I want to learn, like you said, I got to refresh myself because I'm actually introduced to a new generation, a new system of how hip hop is being made. And I have to go back to school. I'm a student all over again. I don't care how long I've been in the game. Now I'm a student again. So I'm going to sit back in class and be in class as long as I can and learn everything I know. Once I know everything, pop, the hits start going on. But you was right. I'm definitely back in class. I'm learning from these young dudes. I know people don't like 6ix9ine. I know they don't, but I learned from him. The way he did his thing was clever. And I'm not on his side. I'm not friends with him. I don't know him. Understand that people gotta stop. Like one thing I want to say is like when people hear this, they're gonna say, "Oh, he likes 6ix9ine. He fuck him." I'm not saying I like the dude. If the dude is a human being, I'm talking about what he did to blow. His strategy. He played around with the trolling thing. He kept himself on YouTube, so you had to see him all the time. So that was one way of making them recognized quick and staying recognized. So when they recognize him on YouTube for trolling and starting beef with these guys that people were scared of, oh my God, he's starting beef with this guy. 6ix9ine's starting beef with a bear, a big white bear. He was fighting them. Now you're like, oh, 6ix9ine's fighting the bear. Now you're gonna want to go listen to his music to see what he's saying about the bear. Now you're gonna watch his video to see if he made any mockeries of the bear. So that's how he strategized, and that's how he blew up real fast. But see, everything you do comes out. Everything you do in the dark comes out in the light. Now where he at? Nowhere to be found. Nobody really check up on him. He got his fan base because his fan base is gonna be his fan base. Like your fan base is your fan base. You're not gonna never leave you. But where is he at in the media? Where is he at with the public? Forgotten. Designer forgotten. Young and May, forgotten. Not forgotten to the hip hop industry because we love them. I'm talking about to the general media, the press. They're not writing about them no more like that because they just whatever how they did it in the dark just came out in the light. The next person came through and took their spot. I don't have a spot yet because I'm still new to this era. So when my record takes off and blows up, what I'll do is let it rock. Put the next one out, make sure it's better than that one, let it rock. Then I go to my movie game. I stay on film. The record's gonna beat it. So now you're not hearing me and seeing me on record, but you're seeing me on film. You're like this now. Okay, there you go. Then when the films get dry, I go back to make a record. Oh, there you go. Then I might put some champagne out. I might get an eyelash line. Now you want to list mine like with this K eyelash line. You gotta keep doing something to keep yourself actively seen. That's the longevity. And that's what most artists don't have. They make a lot of money and they're gonna sit back at the crib and smoke and I'm famous, I'm good. Come on next year and come out. And when you dry up, they come out with a record and flop and they mad. Fuck you made my record flop. Nah, you was out the spotlight too long. You cut the lights off for like 20 seconds, cut them back on, you're like this. Oh shit, what's up? You was away from the light too long. And that's what I'm trying to teach these young dudes. You gotta keep yourself in the media. But don't overdo it. Just keep it enough so they can say, oh yeah, what's up? There you go.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. If you could work with one artist that's in the game, who would that be? And also, if you could be in a movie with a actor that you admire, who would that be as well?
One artist in the game. Damn. Our Lil Baby. And I would love to be in like a Godzilla movie.
Okay. Yeah. Is it somebody that was in the last movie that made you want to be in it?
It's just Godzilla.
Okay.
I love how he look and how he sound, and he walk real slow. He like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. So I think Godzilla is the move, and Lil Baby, that dude right there, he's swagged up, and he remind me of my son. Like they got the same personality, kind of swag, and it's just something about him that's special, man. I think that he's just so different, and he's cool. He's cool. He look like a cool dude, and I like his music, man. I like how he sound, and I work with him.
He's definitely unique. He's one of the new artists that I actually had to sit down and listen before I made an assessment because I just kept hearing little or the word baby over and over again. So I had to find a particular track and isolate it and listen to it and be like, okay, now I can go and look for his mixtape or look for his album and get a feel for his music so I can know, what I'm saying, what I think about, his penmanship. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of artists out there that get misconstrued and thrown into a category. And instead of people making their own decisions or doing their own research, they just throw people all in this one little group instead of looking at them as individuals. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to do your own research and form your own opinion from actually looking them up and checking them out instead of just going on what the TMZ says or Vlad TV says or, what I'm saying, the Shade Room or whatever, or World Star Hip Hop, places like that.
Right. I did a record, right? And it's called Grandfather's Day. And it's featuring my grandfather. His name is Hammurabi Bey. He's a Mormon. And my pops is a Moor. And I put him on, he's 81 years old. I put him on the beginning of the record. Right? He's talking. And an artist out of the Bay Area called Miss Mammy J. And the record was basically about why don't they give grandfathers a holiday? Grandfather's Day. We got Father's Day and Mother's Day, but what about the grandfathers? Because if it wasn't for the grandfathers, we wouldn't exist. People don't understand that the grandfather was what made the family, because the grandfather from the caveman era. We talking about AD, BC, that era. You had to inject the woman to put the seed in there to have the child. So I think grandfathers deserve their own holiday, and I put the record out. And I didn't really push it yet. It's out there, it's online, listen to it. And I was just giving it some time, because that's a special record, and I feel like I'm gonna fight hard to make a holiday before I pass on into another life and back to my essence. I'm gonna make grandfathers the holiday for all the grandfathers, because they deserve it. They deserve it. And I like stuff like that. I made a record called Countries. I was talking about everything that happened in different countries. People didn't catch wind to it. When you listen, I said to you, you're gonna say, damn. It's just sometimes you can get too deep for people, or they don't want to hear it because it's so much the truth. Why are you telling them about that? We want you to lie. See what I'm saying? They want me to talk about having a Bentley, a Bugatti, and $1 million in a shotty, and I got a chain on my neck. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a block of respect. I got the bitch, she a bet. You know what I'm saying? Get down, give me that. They want to hear that. They want to hear that. That's hot to them. Oh, yeah. Here, run a Bugatti for the night. Run a Bentley for the night. Put them in a video. I don't want to be in a video with a Bentley and Bugatti. I don't want to be in a video in the mansion because it's not mine. And if I start, I know it's entertainment, but I feel like when you start doing shit like that, you start, people start thinking you got them things. And then when you out in the street, oh my God, he fucked up, he's smoking. Look, he ain't even got a car. You see what I'm saying? But you never had that from the beginning. So the reason why my record label be mad at it, because I be trying to keep my music as true and real as possible. Videos, all. I mean, I come from the Tupac era, man. There was nothing fake about him. He kept it real, straight up. How if he was rich, and he showed up being rich. If he was broke, keep your head up. See what I'm saying? You fucked up. Keep your head up. Brenda's got a baby. All kinds of everything he said was real. It was so real that it was like, damn, we could have listened. He's the news. We got to watch him 7. He's the news. So I want to be ghetto news. I want to be hip hop news. I want to be a street preacher, which I'm going to preach to my youth, and that's what I'm doing now. I preach on records, but people don't catch it yet. I'm preaching to you. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen to you if you go do this. So if you want to get shot if you want to get shot a couple of times and get stabbed, and okay, after you get shot and stabbed, you have to call the police to go to the hospital. So it's like I'm not telling them not to do it. I'm saying if you do it, this is what you got to do after the repercussions happen to you. I'm warning you. I'm preaching to you. Why would you want to kill your brother when we could fight against the enemy? And we all stayed. We that 100-man march. My man, big up to Sajid Muhammad, man. He live in D.C. My man, he's a Muslim, and the 1,000,000-man march, they came together, right? Mm-hmm. This happened, I think, 3 times in life. It happened in Harlem with the Funk Fest. It was like 300,000 people in Mount Morris Park. Then it happened back when Martin Luther King did it. Then it happened again when they did the 1,000,000-man march. When is it going to happen again? Why it can't happen every day? Why we can't just run with each other every day? That's what the mentality of people's minds is not where it needs to be. If we had, like where you live at, if your whole neighborhood was together, then ain't nobody gonna be hungry because you gonna have a plate for me. Yo, you hungry? Come on, get this plate by the door. You see what I'm saying? Now I ain't gotta go rob nobody to eat because you fed me already. Or my sneakers is fucked up and you gotta open your, I got these old, what size you wear? You just like 10, 11, I got you. But they forgot about the old school where if you twisted, your man got you. If you hungry or you tired, you go sleep in auntie crib. She's a real auntie. Everybody on the block is auntie. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, auntie. You know what I mean? Like I know some junkies, like crackheads in the neighborhood that can make the best steak in the world. Like you know how I used to hustle and we used to hustle inside, spots, and we would buy food, and they would hook that shit up to the max. Like you belong in the kitchen, not smoking. So if I could teach the youth, you gotta be where you belong. That's gonna make you what you are.
Man,
you know what I mean?
say that louder for the people in the back, man. I think that getting back to us taking care of each other, us looking out for each other, you know what I'm saying? It's something that we really need. It's going to be hard, you know, maybe the youth could hear this message and maybe they could, you know what I'm saying, start putting that in action and transform the nation as a whole. But you
Sure,
know,
man.
like with anything else, it's going to take time and it's going to take change. It's going to take patience too at the same time. We don't want to wait too long, but it's not going to happen in our generation, but maybe the next one. We hope
Right.
that that will happen next, man. And you know, I really think that man, this conversation was so dope. But we got to do this again, man, for sure. Because man, I'm feeling everything that was said, and I'm pretty sure anyone who's not currently watching, when they do listen, they're gonna feel the same way. So I'm looking forward to the comments. You know what I'm saying, once this drops.
Yeah, you know something? I thank you for having me on the show, man. And you know, I'm gonna say this from the heart. You're gonna have some comments that they're not gonna want to hear what I gotta say.
Mm.
I accept all comments because that's your feelings, and I can't tell you how to feel. But understand this: one day, what I'm saying to you right now, you're gonna see it actually unfold in your eyes. I'm not against the people. I'm trying to help the people. You know, this three strike rule, this shooting black people rule. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna stop. They had their knee on George's neck after George passed on. They killed the girl. They went out the house and killed the girl. They killed the little boy. Only reason why they're doing that because there's no unity between us, so they could do it. Let me say something. If you got four blacks riding in a car and the police stop you, they talk to you, they give you a ticket, they might lock you up. You got three blacks in the car, the same thing. You got two blacks in the car, they might beat you up. One black in the car, they're gonna kill you. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna touch you when you together. If you together, nobody gonna get shot. They gotta shoot everybody, and they know that we're gonna shoot back. So if we stay together, we'll stop the police from killing us. If we stay together, we'll stop the government from trying to target us. Because they're gonna say I robbed them. How I robbed them when I'm with 10 people. So that means we all robbed one guy. You understand? As a unity, we're stronger. If you want to separate yourself from each other, you're weak. Because once you go home and you walk, hey man, out, peace, y'all, peace. You going, you walking on that block. That cop is like, there you go, that's our lunch for the night. That's our lunch. Pow, pow, pow. You see what I'm saying? But when you on that block, he like this. I don't know, John. We can't go over there, John. I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I don't know. They too deep, John. They too black. You see what I'm saying? So please, y'all, try to get it together and stay together because that's the way we're gonna survive. I might not be here tomorrow. You never know what happened. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. So if you hear this message, I want us to have more unity, man. You could talk all your gangster rap. You could be gay as you want to be. You could be whatever, but just stay together with it so we can survive and get through this racism world, white man's chapter of slavery. It's called digital slavery. We're doing digital slavery right now. You think you ain't? You are. You online. You wake up to come on social media because that's how they got it in your head. You gotta go see what's in that news feed. Digital slavery. If they took Facebook away, they'd be like, yo, what the nigga? Fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going. If they took Facebook and Instagram away, what are you gonna do? That's what I ask the people all the time. If they took social media clean on out of here, we know what to do because in our era we didn't have social media. But the youth is gonna go crazy. They're gonna wild out in the street, make more babies, rob more, get high more. See what I'm saying? So if social media is here, use it to your advantage to stay together. You could be together on social media. You know what I mean? You know, keep that location on in case something happens so your man can find you faster. Use the social media situation to your advantage to protect yourself. Hello?
Yeah, you there?
You heard me?
Yeah, you low.
You get me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you still low.
They did that. I got cut off, right?
Yeah.
They did that. Now you can't hear me because they heard what I was saying was so powerful that they cut me off. We didn't hear nothing I said, right?
No, I caught the right before you picked up the phone call.
Nah, I didn't pick up the phone call. That was a spam call.
Okay.
They sent the fake phone call in to block what I was trying to knock me off the line. You see how it works? I got too deep for them. Now I can barely hear you, but I'm gonna keep going because I'm gonna use my senses to understand and what you're saying. But they don't want me talking no more. Nah, I just proved my point. I was it was coming from the heart. Then the spam call just came in the middle of my ride. That's how they work. They want to stop whoever's powerful, whoever's trying to connect the people together. They want to take them out of here. Not today, buddy. We got that audio.
It's cool. Like I said, man, I appreciate you for joining me today. This conversation been dope. I hope that it's coming across clear on your end. I just want to say, why don't you go ahead and let the people know where they can find you and anything you got coming up that you want them to check out.
Well, you can find me on Instagram, the real K Davis the Hitman. Send me a request, I'll follow you back. We'll kick it. On Facebook, it's Manson Bates, MANSONEBATZ. And on Twitter, it's @Bates0123. And my brand new YouTube page is K Davis the Hitman. But just hit me up, y'all. My website is www.kdavisthenitman.com. I answer my DMs. I kick it with you. I'm a friendly person. Hit me up.
All right, bet. I'm make sure I get those links and I post it when I post the video and everything. But like I said earlier, I appreciate you for joining me today on this live installment of the I Can't Make This Up podcast. That's I Can't with a K Make This Up podcast. You can find me everywhere podcasts are available. I'm also on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but I'm saying it now. Don't forget to hit that like button, that follow button, that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment, let me know what you think. And I appreciate any and all feedback and anybody who was on this live today. You know what I'm saying? So please check out my guest, support what he got going on, check out his films as well. And you know what I'm saying? Let him know what you think. And man, let's work on working together and sticking together. You know what I'm saying?
Salute. Peace.
For sure. Till next time, peace.
Peace.
I can't make this up. Being the wingman got me punched in the face by this crazy chick. I can't make this up. Gave this cool old man to ride home, now I'm harboring the fugitive. I can't make this up. Pinned between the fat chick and the speaker, now my shirt smell like her backside. I can't make this up. It's all bad cause my man about to get stabbed in his hand over french fries. Bet.
I'ma let T tell you that story one day, man. It's a good one.
And I'ma let the Landover legend do the rest. I'm out.